Hey, what up? Good evening. I would say happy Halloween, and I actually will. Happy Halloween. Even though it's not Halloween anymore. It is 1 in the morning, or, well, 12:40 in the morning on Monday. And I had a great time tonight. Halloween was dope. Had a little bit of special family time. Had two families coming together. My girlfriend's family and my family. And it was super sick. Had mom and a sibling over to their house. It was my girlfriend's parents and her kids, who I love, and it's just an awesome time, man. That's what it's all about. But right now, about to get into some Zelda. Lego. I'm gonna see if this full screen. Actually, I kind of like this partial. This seems to me when it's full screen. I'm actually gonna see about the resolution. Windowed resolution. 960. Yeah, dang. It is kind of weird wide, I think. Yeah, it's kind of weird wide. Let's see here. Let's see if we can fix this. Yeah, I think this was the better one. Yeah, that's the way to go, I think. It definitely looks better on... It looks pretty good on my OBS there. Alright, so what are we up to, man? I think we're actually good to go for... They keep starting me in the Kokiri Forest. Turn this down a little bit. I want to say that we're good to go to the Zoro domain now. No, we're good. We're good. Dude, it's gonna be baller to get Epona. Could probably go to the shop. There's gotta be a shop in Kakariko Village, right? Oh, dude, you know what? We should go to the, No, it's okay. I was gonna say we go to the shop in, Goron City, the shortcut through the Lost Woods. But I think we're good. Yeah, we got 10 bombs. Nah, you know. Not really too worried about it. Crazy looking thing. I feel like the Zora domain's actually over here. follow the river. Yeah, dude, see, that's the other thing. Is I keep forgetting, like, we are just gonna find the bombs over time. Magic jar. Oh shit. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. Just play the Zelda's music. That's so funny. Fucking exploded. Oh, dude, magic bean guy. Lots of magic beans. You aren't selling very well. How about 10 rupees for one? Yeah, I guess. Dude, then we go back to Goron City. Saria. What would Saria? Now, I don't think I want to waste. Is this a waste? Let's see. Oh, that's right. You know what? We need to go up to Death Mountain through Kakariko anyways to get rid of the Keaton mask for the guard. Yeah, we'll just come back another time for that. Basically, my thought is... Oh my. No, god damn it. Fucking hell, dude. Damn it. Yeah, I think we need to exit, and then chicken should be there, I think. I really just want to go back and go through, Goron City. the hell? Yeah, dude, we already know. What? Are those rocks gonna be there? It's weird. No. Okay. Is the chicken gonna be there? The chicken is there. Okay, that's weird. Very cool, very cool. Dude, it's only my second one. I'm like super lagging, but you know what? I think it's gonna be okay. Because when we go back to Goron City, I know that the plant, the bean that we're gonna plant, when that grows, we'll totally don't you dare, you fucker. Yeah, we'll totally. Oh shit! I was worried that. Okay. The plant will totally carry us to the other heart piece. Okay. Chicken is carrying us. He will be sacrificed to show our appreciation. Thank you, chicken. Arise, chicken. Arise. Arise, chicken. Arise, chicken. Oh shit, another one. You know what? I don't think... Yeah, I think it's with the chicken on... and that, you know, don't be tempted. I think I was about to be tempted to jump, but you're not gonna make it. But from here with the chicken, a rise chicken, you can totally make it. Exactly. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Arise, chicken. That's all I can think of now. god. Dude. Whack. Whack. There's no way out of this. Shit. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god, I almost gave up, dude. Close one. Oh shit, yeah, man. Wait. Was that not? How did that not? Dude. It said play the royal song, man. Zelda's Lullaby. Yeah. Must have like closed or something. Damn. This music. Unbelievable, dude. I miss this game so much. I love the way that the Zora look in this game, dude. Breath of the Wild, they look pretty cool. I definitely get that they're like fish people, but man, the way they look here in Majora's Mask, just the bee's knees, dude. It's interesting that I don't know why. I don't know why I like it better here or in these ones. Then again, maybe they did nail it. I don't know. I feel like they did nail it in Breath of the Wild, actually, now that I look at them more. Fishtail on the head and all that. Oh, that's right, we need a fish. I forgot about that. Holy shit. Thank you, memory. For fucking the whale. Damn. These circles of rocks are like killing me right now because I'm like, I automatically think Breath of the Wild. Anytime I see like a circle formation of rocks, I'm like, ooh, seed. I forget how much magic Din's fire takes. And dude, I need to figure out a way to like light these torches, man. Yeah, exactly. There's one right there. What's this, store? Yeah, bro. Kind of a rude question. Maybe not. fire up here? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I mean... Oh. Let's do it. Alright, and then where are we going after this? Just down, I guess, huh? Torch, and then down to the left. Yeah, damn, it seems far. Nope, restart. Oh, shit. I see, it's a fucking time thing. Alright. Alright, well, we got this. Apparently, we gotta get it in one shot. I have no idea how this is gonna stay lit for that long. That makes no sense to me. Wow, dude, really? And we saved the stick. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my god, are you serious? I think that's 4. Dude, no way. Oh my god, that was 4. Shit, yeah, dude. That's awesome. And we got a fish. Alright, let's go save this, like... This chick. I still think Saria is hotter, dude. Like, from Link's Predator, maybe. Zora's domain in Breath of the Wild was pretty dope. Oh shit, no! Oh, I wanted to bottle that, dude. Damn it. Damn, how do I... Like... Oh, you know what? Shit, yeah. Oh, shit. How do I get him to move, dude? Do I have anything? I don't really have anything. I mean, I have... But it didn't even really prompt me to use that. Huh. I don't understand. Yeah, see, it's not that. Huh. Okay. Let me see here. Ocarina. Oh, the letter? So... Okay, so we're inside Zora's domain. Walk up the path. Go through the entrance right and talk to Zora at the edge of the waterfall. Go into the underwater tunnel to Lake Hylia. There's a bottle underwater nearby, so grab it and show... Okay, so apparently I need to do the diving thing first, which... And there's like a bottom at the... There's a bottle at the bottom of like Lake Hylia. But then I'm like, if you're a child... Oh wait, shit, I went the wrong way. If you're a child right now, like, you're not diving far. So how can there be a bottle that I need to get at the bottom of Lake Hylia? But either way, I have to get the letter with a bottle with a letter in it. And that's alright. What up? Yep. Alright, cool, man. I like this, dude. We're scooting right along. I actually want to go this way and check out the shop on the way up to that guy. Yeah, the water tunic. Heart. Fish, we got that. Oh. Just caught... Oh, you know what? Yeah, dang, I thought I was about to just buy another glass bottle, but that's right, I can't. All good. Yeah, dude, I'm like... blew that 20 bucks on, the... Dang. That's okay, silver scale is about to go down. believe it. Like, so many of these things, like, yeah, the walls and the scenery and everything are like low res, but dude, these textures here look really, really good in the high resolution of this. Dude, I just did it. Oh, damn it! Really? Oh, you fuck. Oh, you son of a goddamn bitch, dude. God's sake, don't do anything other than go talk to that guy, apparently. Dude forgot that I just did it like 5 seconds ago. If he has me like do this again, I swear to God. Yeah, that was dope. I do like the way he dives. Scale of our kind. With this, you can dive much deeper. Ooh, that's how. Alright, sweet. In that case, let's go. Kind of intrigued by that because now oh my, yeah, now I can there was a place to dive in the Lost Woods as well. You got an empty bottle, put something inside it. Something's already inside. So does that mean I have another glass bottle? Oh my god. Oh, that's right. That is the third. Okay, I read about that. That's right. Okay, and then go back to domain, but then I just want to just get out of the water and check things out real quick. That's right. I think I go fishing over there. There's like the owl, I think, appears over there. And I think we come back here, I want to say, as adult Link for the water temple, no? Yeah, she's like telling me I should probably go to the Lost Woods anyways, even though I know that I'm doing what I should be doing, because like I said, dude, I need to go back to Death Mountain anyways. I kind of want to chill. Like, what is this? I forget, is this like an observatory or something? Laboratory. Trying to get to the bottom of the mysteries of Lake Hylia. Ooh. I feel like, was this the astronomer in Majora's Mask? No. Potion shop. Okay. So laboratory, that's good. Kind of intrigued on what's over here, maybe? So I'm definitely not going out that way. That'd be cool if Kakariko... Oh, Hyrule Field. Oh, yeah, I'm not coming through here without Epona. I think. Or at least I'm not coming back this way without Epona. Bill's Point Lake Hylia. Absolutely not, sir. So that's pretty cool. So I do actually want to go to Death Mountain. Whoa, shit. So we're in like the bottom portion of the map, so let's see here. Yeah, Lake Hylia, and then that's the Gerudo, right? Gerudo Canyon or whatever is in the... we need Epona for that. But right now, we actually need to go way across the field. That kind of sucks, dude. I didn't realize it was that far. But then again, I should have known because... we only had, Oh, Skipper, what's up, man? Good morning, good morning. When am I gonna stream more flying content? Oh, dude. Well, first of all, I'm really glad that you like the flying content. I was thinking about tomorrow. You know, I don't have any students tomorrow, and I was thinking about during the day. Now, what would you like to see? Because I've been having a lot of fun doing the ground school and the like the GA flying, whether that was the instrument rating stuff or private pilot stuff cross country. But then I also have been in the F-18 and DCS and have been absolutely loving figuring out the F-18 and doing that. So what kind of flying did you have in mind? For sure this week though, and I'm thinking tomorrow. GA, IFR, anything really that's educational. I love it, dude. I love the way that you think. Yeah, you know, actually tomorrow I was gonna spend some time putting my November social media calendar together and figuring out like what we were gonna do in November. It's usually what I do like at the end of the month. Just try and like see what's going on. One of the things that I want to do GA wise is VFR actually is return to airspace and run a ground school on like what are the different types of airspace, but also utilizing visuals, like visual references on the ground to know where that airspace actually is. We call that pilotage, and that's a really great lesson to do in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 because the scenery is so good. Like, how can we use, you know, visual references like let's see here. Visual references like, you know, freeways and stuff like that to understand where the airspace actually is. Do you have anything on the DCA SFRA procedures or the Hudson? Oh, the DCA special flight rules area, I'm assuming you're talking about, or the Hudson River transition. Dude, I have nothing on that, but that doesn't mean that I can't. Is that where you're from? I fly on the East Coast. Northeast. Oh, wow. Are you, so you're a pilot? You're a student pilot? Or like a certificated pilot? What, are you a student or? Dude, that would be super mega rad. You know what? Oh, you've had your private for 40 years, or you're saying you're a 40-year-old? Either way, that's really rad, dude. You're a pilot. That's pretty awesome. You know what? Is either the DCA special flight rules or the Hudson River transition something that are either of those things that you have experience with that you want clarification on, or are those like totally new things that you have like no idea and you just like it, you know, to see what's going on, you know? I'd really like to see it. Let's see, actually. Let's check this out. The DCA transition, just think they would be cool content. So many fly in the DC area without a clue of the rules. You know, I'd have to actually look up probably like a YouTube or something of it, because you're right, like it's, I'm sure a lot of people do, and it's just like beefy as hell, you know. I think one thing I do is look at the yeah, see, so the TAC. Okay, let's see about, are the flight rules or anything else you have already prepared? Dude, I have like a lot of stuff prepared. I have what would be cool? I have a departure procedures is always interesting to do from an IFR standpoint. I did a good Jeppesen versus FAA day, which was really nice. Clearances. Let's take a look actually at IFR. I would love to do the DCA because honestly, that's one that I have no clue about, and I love doing things that departures from untowered airports. That would be actually really cool. I don't have a ton about that specifically, where normally it's like, you know, you're you're getting your standard briefing, you're filing uh, either with a briefer, or you like file your flight plan, and then you're gonna call when you're actually holding short of the runway. Um, you're gonna like call either by the phone or whatever. You're gonna call clearance delivery, or I'm sorry, your departure control, and there's like a national clearance delivery phone number, or the local Tracon departure control phone number that you can call and then get a release. But yeah, I would like to do that. GPS do's and don'ts. One thing I like doing is VOR do's and don'ts. I like VOR navigation and VOR orientation. Very, very important. Frankly, I like the for the instrument rating, one thing that I'd love to do is talk about the scan, the instrument cockpit scan, and all the different types of scans. One day this month, when it comes to the IFR Tuesdays, because I do Tuesdays IFR and then Wednesdays and Thursdays are private pilot. But for the IFR class, I would love to do I have this lecture that I put together on IFR incidents, accidents, and analysis. So here, check this out. Pretty much what it is it's a really hopeful, this is like a special one. You know what I'm saying? I fucking agree, dude. Like, look at this. Hold on. So a little sneak peek here. So like looking at let me put this away here. So looking at NTSB stuff, and then AOPA. Actually, yeah, look at the null report. What is CRM? And like these different things. And then what I get into, I get into pretty much like, so the way that I run this lecture, how many slides is this fucking beast, dude? I think this is like a 200 slide lecture, 156 slides. So the way that I run this, kind of like a beast of a lecture, where it's like, it's a 3-part module. And I was thinking about doing that this week too. It's a 3-part module on, first of all, I'll start it with, not this one, I'll do a human physiology. This right here. And it's not that long of a lecture. I mean, 50 slides. But just things like sensory systems, orientation, different types of optical illusions, spatial disorientation, and that kind of thing. This idea of like, what is it about us that makes us kind of all mixed up, like when we're doing our instrument stuff especially, and but nighttime as well. That's part 1 of the module. And then part 2 and part 3 are actually in this lecture right here. Part 2 is CRM and SRM. So like crew resource management and single pilot resource management, like what can we do to stay organized? And then we get into the actual accidents, and yeah, we talk about CRM, what it is, and all these different types of things when it comes to team, the team environment. SRM is interesting because it's all the things that we can do ourselves to like stay ahead of it. So like 5 P's stuff, 3P model, PAVE, things to watch out for, what situational awareness is, automation management. Get in it, and then so that's the second part of the a second module is those aspects. And then part three are like the accidents and stuff that could come from spatial disorientation and loss of control, as you'll see. Lack of like crew like coordination, and stuff like that. So we kind of get into some accidents and just kind of look at some interesting numbers. Really like breaking down the null report. It's like old data, but I would definitely update these numbers. But I think it's still interesting to look at. In fact, let's see here. Day VMC. New pilot, accidents versus hours, and where and why it peaks sometime after you're giving a private. Yeah, it's very, very good point. Like, there's that curve, where it's like, there's like a peak in the beginning where it's like very, very new pilots like crash, and then it like kind of slopes off as you get more experience over time. You get kind of more aware of how little you know, and then it's like you get so experienced again that like you start becoming complacent, and like that leads to some accidents and stuff. It's really interesting. Loss of control during landing, loss of control being like number one in landing and takeoff accidents. Yeah, I also think the second peak is interesting, and you don't not see that. You definitely do see that. Matter of fact, case in point is that's interesting. Types of weather accidents, number one, VFR and IMC. Types of accidents that you see with really, we get into some AOPA real pilot stories, by the way, and just kind of like what's what. That would be really interesting too. Like I think this month would be pretty badass to like run these modules, frankly. And for the flight portion, I think what would be interesting would be to like, because I'm going to get to your point right now about the second peak in a second, but like I think it'd be interesting to like run these modules and maybe like, I've been wanting to do like system failures for some time now, like especially IFR, where it's like the vacuum fails or something, and your attitude indicator and your heading indicator like fail, or whatever. I think that'd be interesting. Or like ice, pitot tube ice total blockage could definitely result in an unusual attitude. So that'd be kind of an interesting jumping off point. It's really cool. Like I have these videos embedded here into this these PowerPoints, where it's like we would watch these videos and stuff and like talk about it. I might even get other pilots. Like I have a couple buddies that follow my channel pretty closely.
Hi, my name is Tom Berge from the...
And we would maybe like weigh in on it. It'd be interesting to like kind of open up the Discord like voice chat, like, or the voice, like for my subs, like you join the Discord and you can actually talk, use your voice like in the Discord. So that'd be interesting to kind of like get a dialogue going about what happens, with these real pilot stories. I got a few of these in here. How many of these guys I got in here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be pretty cool. But then to your point about the second peak, like that's what this segment is the NTSB. I have 2 flights, 2 crashes from part 121, a 135 crash, and then 3 part 91 crashes. So the 121 stuff is really interesting because like what the fuck, dude, right? Like, dude, these guys, you would think that these guys are like invincible and unfortunately some of them do as well, but I'm sure they're like mostly nice guys. But the fact is either due to faulty training in the beginning, or degrading skills because of complacency or whatever. Like you got something like this where, like, dude, loss of control, and that totally agrees with the data as well. You said you're one of the few instructors doing streams from an instructor's point of view. I really appreciate that acknowledgement, man. Yeah, like, I think what I try and do is like bring that perspective in, but like from a practical point of view, and just have these types of discussions because whether they're a pilot or not, like, on, a lot of the streamers like are not actually not pilots. So it's been kind of an interesting situation where I'm trying to learn, like, how deep do I go, because these are all lectures that I've put together for my actual students. And they are actual pilots, and so you would like totally get into the weeds a bit, on these things. But a lot of these people are like either student pilot. Actually, most of them are not pilots at all, not even student pilots. So I'm just trying to like learn the balance of like how to bring that to them, and like what would motivate them to listen to a lot of the ground and stuff, where a lot of people want um yeah, discussion rather than trying to train, which is a fine line not to cross. Yeah, and I don't mind, like giving tips and stuff, and like training, like, per se, which is like, it's not even real training. Like, you would never, even if somebody went out and like they did something wrong, and you wouldn't blame something that they saw on the internet. It's like, what, I, but I see what you're saying, like, and it is a fine line. I think for me, the fine line is like, um, for the people that are not actually pilots, like, what's motivating them to sit through 2 hours of ground? Because I'll do ground for like fucking 5 hours, no problem, and I think not even a student pilot would want to do that. But I'm just saying, like, it's these lectures are designed for student pilots, and so I'm trying to like tone them down a little bit and maybe do a little more flying or something like that. But then you got things like this that are total discussion pieces, and I think I still have so much to learn in terms of audience. Like, what do they want to do? I think people want to weigh in on things. That's one thing that I've noticed a lot. Like, whether it's my ground school, or it's the flying that I'm doing GA in the sim, or it's like the F-18 stuff, like that I'm doing in the DCS, like the fighter pilot stuff, is like people just want to weigh in on it and like have a voice. So I think for something like this, if you're gonna do it, then maybe like the focus be on like discussion, like open discussion, and we really get people in the chat, and we kind of have like a dialogue. I don't know. What do you think about that? Maybe a series of streams where you teach a sim pilot how to fly in the sim. Well, that's kind of like the alternative to something like this. Like, this is very much discussion based, and what we do is like we walk through it, dude. Like, we walk through the analysis, the probable cause, the findings, other things like about the pilots, where were the failures at, and that's just this one, some analysis and stuff. We go through a few of them, same thing. And what in my experience, the student pilots really, really like dig it, you know. But look at this fucker, ended up in the goddamn apartment building, flying below the glide slope on an ILS, I believe, and then stalling the airplane. So, like, that would be really, really cool. But I like also what you're saying, which is like, a little like Forder learned to fly, and Jane, but a real world instructor. I'm not familiar, actually. Fly and Jane. I'm not really familiar. A little like Forder, Learn to Fly, and Jane. But I'm assuming RW is a real world instructor. But I mean, yeah, like I mean, I agree with you. Like so for example, like one thing that like, are you familiar with CDL? CD? I forget if you even might have came from him in one of the raids, but I know you've been around for a little while. But CDL and I, like, he reached out to me. He's like a major like flight sim streamer. He's a super cool guy, and like he reached out to me for to learn is to fly a streamer. For to learn to fly is a streamer who's teaching Jane. Oh, pilot who is teaching Jane Microsoft Flight Sim form admin to fly. Oh, get out of here! Are you serious? So you're saying where you teach a sim pilot how to fly in the sim? So that would be cool. That would be actually really cool. And that actually goes exactly with what I was about to say, was like CDL is this guy. He's like a big Microsoft Flight Sim streamer. He actually runs the Microsoft Flight Sim official page or channel, I guess, or whatever. And he reached out to me to co-host a series with him on like how to fly, and we were going to use like a real world syllabus and like use my ground material and do it, you know, he and I think he would be the guy. Oh, shut up, are you serious? Jane is CDL's boss? Oh wow, really? You know, let me check this out. So Forder Learn to Fly is like the name of the thing, of the, let's see here. Let me try and do a search here. Forder Learn to Fly. Oh yeah, dude. Five and a half thousand followers. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I've seen this guy. Thursday IFR series. What is this guy saying? Hold on a VOR. Instrument flight rules. How long is he doing his sessions for? For 3 hours. So
ILS approach to pain,
Oh,
and it actually has a hold.
It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It does have a hold there, but that's a published hold, you guys, and we're going to do the same thing. 163 in, 343 out. So, guys, you use that link. Thanks for posting.
The initial approach fix for the ILS,
Yeah, so,
whereas the NDP is the final one.
Here I was without the course setting, and it never did align. So,
interesting. I'm just watching this guy.
You can easily make mistakes when you're streaming and demoing. Now, I did toy with the idea, you guys, of I better bring up a chat screen so I can see what you guys are saying.
Interesting.
All right, as that gets back on course, are you ready? It's
So
ready to go. It's
he's
0, ready to start, and somewhere around here.
He's in Microsoft Flight Sim.
Right around the right port.
He's in a G1000.
Practice DME holds anytime.
Homework assignment. Interesting. Practice VOR tuning, course selection, and flying just as we did today. Practice DME holds anytime you have a VOR DME
This is the cool
tuned.
thing, is that when you practice it, it just happens.
That's pretty interesting, man.
Oh, it was
Dining
great.
room table
It was
discussion.
awesome.
Very high.
We're watching you at flight events, yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. This guy is really
This one
awesome.
We've been using is 396. There's another one nearby, going into Arlington Airport, right? That's nearby.
He's got some.
Anyway, so
he's got a
that's,
pretty
it's a
sweet
good
setup,
question,
man.
So while it's on the screen, might as well have a quick look, because then I'll put it away. But this is, a lot of people keep asking. So what do you got? 2 days ago, I was showing on Jane's channel. I was showing this device here. That's the hardware device for the.
Sorry, buddy. You said he has his own stream, but goes on Microsoft Flight Sim, Microsoft official to stream, teaching Jane to fly. He's an old timer, private pilot, nice guy, but not an instructor. Are you sure? I believe you. I just want to make sure that, because I mean he's got like
Cub. Yeah, that's rare in a car. Believe me, because cats don't like cars.
he's got like
All right,
you know
let's get
pretty
going here.
nice presentation and stuff, man.
Radio, we follow the radio. Simple as that. And as we've learned, we've been fine-tuning this approach too. And it could have been Richard Peak who told us that, or Single Coil told us that.
I mean, I bet you he's instrument rated. I mean, he's looking at
checklists for my stream.
general.
And make sure everything's on. Make sure everything's
Let's
working.
see here.
Test, and do all this stuff, and then
This is pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, he's got lesson plans and stuff. Are you sure he's not a CFI? Let me actually see here. This guy, About Me page. Where's his About Me? He's doing like IFR stuff. Yeah, let me actually look at this guy's About Me page. So, real life pilot, Microsoft flight, Microsoft certified and a Microsoft certified trainer. Howard used flight simulator to practice his lessons at home for an accelerated learning path. Reduced cost of learning to fly to 1/3. He shares those lessons with you. All right, but what about, who are you though? Wow, he's pretty cool though, man. He's pretty real deal. That's pretty awesome. No wonder why he's got 5,500, dude. You know, the other thing that I'm noticing, oh, actually, what are his videos? So he likes to stream for a pretty solid 3 hours. Two, three. Interesting. Yeah, I'm back with you here. He is an IT guy and a teacher and teaches instructors how to teach. Interesting. It's weird that he would teach instructors how to teach and not be an instructor. That's crazy. And he's not instrument rated. Well, that's pretty wild. So, yeah, because I was watching, I liked what I was seeing. Like, oh, Captain Seppi in the house. Hold up. Like, what?
Bravo. And I also want to mention, Cap Sepp, he's in the house, everybody. He's in the house here at the Reno races. And P Delta Bravo, it's good to see you, man. It's been a while, yeah. Turbo Mike, how you doing? Taller landing gear is another way to tell if it's an A model. Look at you guys. The stuff they know in chat, these guys, you know. All right, multiplayer quick match. Let's go see what that's all about. So in here.
That's pretty cool, man. You know, I have a lot that I could probably learn from this guy. He also has a good Elvis impersonation. I mean, then there you go, dude. You know what I mean? There you go. He streams on a good regular schedule. Yeah, I mean, one thing I was noticing about his stream is definitely regular schedule. He keeps it to like 3 hours, and he was done with his ground in like an hour and a half. And that's something I've been really trying to get better about as well, is like, dude, my ground, like, it can take a while, you know, because they're just really, really thorough. But I think it's like people are not looking for that, you know. I get a sense that I'm like talking for way too long, and I want to kind of be more focused on like what the lesson is and like go out and do it in the sim. And I just want to work on that balance, and he seemed like to have a really good balance of that. And his lesson plans look legit. His lesson plans look sick. He really broke it down and stuff. And so Sim is ground. Well, hey, dude. I mean, you're. Oh shit. You're preaching to the choir here, man. Like dude, ground is like so important, you know. And the thing is like ground. I mean the ground, you know, material like this stuff here with performance or aerodynamics, you know, or instruments, airports and like weather, you know, and whereas I noticed like with the one that I was watching him do, it was more like focused on like to do like for example he was talking about holds and like doing a hold and you know my lecture here gets into like what a hold is, the protected area, and compensating for wind, and like actually this one isn't that bad, but really just like the different types of entries. And so I don't know, man, you know, like my material could always use more work, you know, where you might find a hold and stuff. I felt like he kind of covered it and then just rolled right into it, and I just wonder if his hold stream was 100% how to hold for simmers in the sim. Yeah, dude. See, I kind of like that. Quick and easy. Quick and easy, I think, is what I'm getting at, is like I want to be better about that. I definitely want to be better about that. So I don't know if I need to actually make yeah, like it's really interesting to think about making a series of PowerPoints like based around, you know, a flight sim session, things that are more focused. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like give it some more thought, because pretty much what happens is as you know, like when you're doing flight training, you're going through a syllabus, right? And each, but there's a need for a more detailed real world type streamer by a qualified instructor. I see. And your suggestion is your suggestion to like lean more into the quick and easy for the simmers? Or are you saying like to do the real world, like to get into the detailed? Because I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I'm always like looking to. I know that I don't know. I know that for me, when I'm with a student, no, to lean more into real world to show what really is involved. Oh, I see. Well, first of all, I appreciate your like appreciation for that. That's what I default to, because you know, like in the real world, as you know, like when you look at the whole of your training, a good a good train a good like, you know, amount of training means that, you know, 60 to 70% of, maybe 50 to 60%, at least 50, if not 60 or 70% of what you learn, of the time that you spent, should have been on the ground learning about what was going on, and then like 30-40% of it in the actual airplane, you know. And I'm a big believer in that, you know, it's discussion, it's prep, it's theory, it's like, yeah, you need to go and apply it, but we need to learn about a lot of different things. We can't just like go and do the obviously more fun thing, which is like fly an airplane, you know. So I automatically go into ground being like of the highest value, and the time spent should, that's why like when I look at my videos, it's like a 4 hour session and it's like a 3-to-1 ratio of like ground to flight. But I just worry about, as I'm learning to do this, because I just started streaming like maybe 3 months ago or 2 months ago. I'm like in my third month, I believe. I'm just learning like do I how to adapt and how to acclimate and what people want and like what I should be doing, because I recognize like there are important differences like in the stream environment versus like an actual flight school training environment where you do need to be detailed, and you might be doing ground like, dude, for some students like they do 6 hours worth of aerodynamics, not because there's that much material, and there is quite a bit of material for aerodynamics, like especially for me. I like to really hone in on that and make sure that people understand about what's going on with the airplane, aerodynamics wise. But usually, because these concepts are so much in ground, some learning in the sim is more powerful than learning on a blackboard. That's true too. And I totally agree. I do totally agree. Yeah, I just think it's like a hard balance. I think it's a hard balance to strike, to know like what's the right thing. But yeah. Yeah. It'd be interesting to like recreate some of those accidents. I don't know. I like the idea of for the IFR stuff, like running the 3 module class on human factors, SRM and CRM, and accidents, and sort of like what so much that could be done and so little time to do it all. I know, dude. You're telling me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. And like one thing I'm considering is like just making a whole set based on an actual syllabus, like a Gleim syllabus. I use the Gleim stuff. I don't know what you use, but Jeppesen or something. But maybe making like lessons that I could do that are detailed, like for what they are, like, so if it's going to be a lesson about holding, then maybe make it about make it kind of detailed, but like maybe, because I know even from my holding lecture I could dial it back a bit and then just get into the sim with holding. Or I know one major one is the instrument approaches. So what I was noticing is I need to make a lesson that cuts that up into like 4 pieces or 5 pieces, dude, because it's a massive lecture. It's like way too big, I think. And I like to go detailed, but like, for example, I would do a lecture on like briefing approaches, and like the approach briefing. Or I would do a lecture on VOR approaches specifically. Or I would do a lecture specifically on RNAV approaches. Or specifically on, ILS and localizer approaches. And I would just cut those up. I would like, whereas right now, like, look at this right here. Massive lecture. Now, the fact is this whole lecture is not 242 slides long. I would say starting at 172 right here all the way down, I have this game that I made called the Instrument Approach Insanity and Olympics. And it's like where these countries can compete for like the craziest instrument approaches. And it's at the end of my approaches lecture where, we talk about like what are these different pieces, so we're able to like kind of have fun and like have a game about it. But still, like, I would do I think this needs to be broken up into few different lessons. You know, if you tried some streams with your already created lectures, you will soon see if it was popular or not by the numbers view live. And that's what's kind of confusing, actually, you know, because I do use these, and the numbers look pretty good. The numbers actually look pretty good. Like, I'm over here, if I go to my content, yeah, well, people fucking loved the DCS F18. I had 332 views, but you know, I had 217 views on my performance ground. Clearances was good, 120, but on 194, right? That was basically 200 views on my IFR clearances. I had this really cool lecture, last couple weeks ago. It was the aerodynamics of like Star Wars ships. That was like 347. That was like a pretty decent amount of time in the ground. 373 for Jeppesen versus FAA. I don't know, man. You know, like, I'm definitely getting views, and I think I'm just kind of confused on what I should do, because, you know, people seem to like the ground, but I just don't know, and I know I'm not gonna like please everybody, but you know, I just don't know if detailed is the way to go, and I think it could be. I just think I, like, with this instrument procedures lecture, I might need to do it better. I don't know. I am not a streamer, but it strikes me the key to a large following is a regular, consistent streaming schedule. Do people know when you are going to be streaming? Yeah, exactly. And that reminds me, I need to, like, set my schedule. Yeah, you're right, though, you know. Consistency is definitely key. The other thing I think that's key is, like, are the same people coming back? Which they are. They definitely seem to be coming back. There's definitely an audience in my stream community that seem to like it. They keep coming back, so do what I'm doing, you know. So yeah, the interesting, you know, the more I've definitely gotten more feedback, I think, for the private pilot stuff. Like, people want to see more of the private pilot GA stuff, which is why I'm really, really happy to be working with CD on the private pilot, or excuse me, the he kind of wants the IFR stuff and the commercial stuff, actually. So that would be pretty interesting to be, you know, to put together the commercial material, because you know, we would do the ground on certain maneuvers, and then we would actually fly those. Yeah, there's a lot to do. There's definitely a lot to do. There's a lot to improve on too. But yeah, man, I definitely hear you. Regular streaming schedule. I'm gonna set my schedule tomorrow. Normally I do it on Sundays, but, you know, I was like with family and stuff, Halloween. But this is pretty nice too, like cross-country procedures for IFR. I came back. Keep an eye out for you. But have little interest in watching other play video games, and when you do that, you don't get that many viewers, but it's fun for you to play. Yeah, that's the thing. So, like, I definitely want I also want variety, because I know some people do like video games, you know. and we're all like nerds here for aviation. And honestly, I'm cool with not having a lot of viewers when I play video games. And like you say, you know, I enjoy it, but I really, really enjoy the ground and the sim, and it seems like, you know, people definitely want that. So, and I have no problem. Here's another one that I want to do. Yeah, the constant speed propeller. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think what I'm gonna try and do is group flight gets boring after a time for me because once the novelty wears off, it's so unrealistic and crashing it. See, that's the thing that I don't like either. You know, I've been saying this to myself for like some time now, and it's like the group flights, it's really cool. And actually, it seems alluring from a streamer standpoint because you want community involvement. You want people to like feel involved. You want engagement, and that seems to be like engaging. Um, but it's to me it doesn't. It's just everybody's flying. Like no one's really learning. People are just flying these airplanes and flying really low to the ground. And it's like, whoa, look at these mountains. And I'm like, dude, you know, versus I had like a lot of interest when I was flying the pattern. When I was flying the pattern, there was one night where I was doing pattern work, and I did pattern. I was doing this normal takeoffs and landings ground, and it's like a pretty hefty ground session. But I focused on the traffic pattern. And, you know, I'm going through the slides and stuff, and I'm walking through everybody through, like, what things are looking like. You know, every time you do this, you know, you're here, and now that's the way it should look and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool, we're looking for traffic here. We're on the land, you know, you turn base. But see, it's a pretty decent amount of information, and then, yeah, flying and stuff. And then, going in the pattern, you know, we like put it to work, and like we cranked up the wind, and people were yeah, that's what, yeah, man, you and I are so on the same page about that. I thought it was weird too. Like you'll have, but in the, not only can they fly an ILS, but they can't brief an approach. They don't know how to brief an instrument approach. They actually don't know the right procedures to, you know, that come before doing that ILS. Basically, what they know how to do is put the numbers into the nav frequency and just fly like the needles. And versus like the actual process for preparing yourself for that landing, that approach, prior to actually executing that approach. So yeah, it that's why I think I want to, you know, what I, and correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm hearing your suggestion is like Are you suggesting that I keep my material long or whatever that it is? Starflies is great at briefing, 3-hour briefings. Oh yeah, you're from Starflies. Is she great? Is she good at briefings? That's interesting. I gotta check her out more and see how she does it, because she's not an experienced like instructor. Like I think she said she's an ultralight instructor, or she recently started flying certified airplanes. I know she's instrument rated, but I don't know what that means in Canada. But I mean, it might be the same. I'm not sure. She certificated it there along with a massive number of rabbit holes. Okay, well then my question to you is like, so what's that like? If I when I hear that, I think like, whoa, that's crazy that she has so many followers. If there's like a lack of focus there, is it because of her character? Like people like that she almost like has a brand of her own. How is that possible? And the other thing I was gonna say is like, if I'm hearing you correctly, are you saying to keep my material for what it is, whether it's long or short or whatever, maybe be focused on certain things, but like don't shy away from detail because people are looking for it, but then, in the sim, like, but then teach it, in the sim. Are you saying like don't shy away from detail? It's different and unique and has a brand of her own. Her stick is her stick is coarse language. Interesting. Wow, okay. That is really interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like think about this and like how I can improve, because I basically I really like what I do. I like the way that I do it. I think about podcasts, and I don't know if you listen to Joe Rogan, but like I really like the Joe Rogan podcast. It's been a while since I've listened to it, but I really like his podcast because his is like long form. He understands that it's a long form podcast, and a lot of people, there's a big audience out there that can't do that doesn't have the attention span for it. And he doesn't go there like with an agenda. He doesn't go there with like, written questions and stuff for the people that he interviews. He reads their books and he has questions for them, but he kind of just like lets, and it's like authors or it's fighters or whatever, actors, politicians, journalists, like these different people. And pretty much I really am a fan of him just letting it be what it is, and not trying to like manufacture it too much, and having it be for as long as it takes. Oh, and you said basically the same thing. It's like at the end of the day, you define yourself and be you, build it, and they will come or not. Well, as much as I appreciate that, and I agree with you, and I really appreciate that, freedom that you're encouraging me to seize for myself. I do also recognize like I am humble. I do have humility, and I do understand that I'm very new to streaming, and I just want to make sure that I don't miss opportunities to like reflect and reassess and actually modify how I do it, given that there are differences between the sim streaming space and that audience and like an actual student pilot that needs like a gang of information. Like they need a lot of information, and I just don't want to miss those opportunities like what we're doing right now, for me to be like, oh yeah, I need to change this, I need to change that, and like I want to make sure to do this and stuff. Not anything against what I would want to do that's against who I am or what's important to me. I just want to make sure that the way that I'm executing what is important to me is you know, what needs to be happening. I do believe that, fuck it, if whatever you want, do it, and then the right people will show up. I totally believe in that, you know. I just want to make sure that I'm adapting and stuff, and you know, that I'm remaining open to like the realm of possibility of like change. But I think you're right, you know. I definitely think you're right. But my friend, I think I better hit it, dude. I think I better hit the sheets. But I really appreciate this talk, man. Honestly, everybody, like, you know, is a critic, and I think everybody like is an expert, you know, and like they know what the right thing to do is, and everybody's trying to, you know, even if they're good-hearted, you know, they're just trying to like, you know, have a voice, I think, and be heard and like have an impact. And you're over here just like really being cool about it and being helpful and not being that way. You know, I think you're really like, I really appreciated the constructive, like, you know, nature of what you're saying. And you're over here typing it all out and everything. And I really appreciate that. So, I agree. I think like and I'm so early on. Like, I think these people have been probably doing it for at least a year, right? Starflies is probably over a year. Do you know? I also want to be careful not to wish you well. Good chatting with you. I hope you find success in whatever you choose to do. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I think I will, you know, like I will take you, you know, take your suggestion. And yeah, she's been around for a long time. Yeah, see? So I just want to not be so like hard on myself either. So yeah, we'll figure out. I'll do my schedule for tomorrow, and or I'll do my schedule tomorrow for the week, and really think about you know, the best way to go about this. And I think takes time to build up a following. Yeah, and it seems to be working what I'm doing, you know. I think it's unique. You know, in other words, I just don't want to be talking too much. I just don't want to be like doing too much ground, not enough sim, and where, you know, I'm basically running people's attention span into the ground because they're not student pilots and they really are here to sim. They are here to get educated as well, and I do want to offer unique things. I just don't want to be out of balance. And so far, like, I like what I'm doing, but then again, I'm biased, like, toward ground, you know? And I'm aware of that bias. So that's why I'm like, dang, you know? Maybe be a sim instructor for sim pilots. Yeah, yeah. I think that, I need to be... That's kind of actually what I intended to do. Like, I try to divide it up. So, like, the way that I have it run right now is I have IFR Tuesdays, right? And then I have ground and simulator Wednesdays, where it's, like, ground school and sim, like, whatever proportion. But then Thursdays, I have, like, flying skills only, you know? Where we're basically just in the plane, and I'm working on techniques on like what's what and everything, whether it's sight pictures in the airplane or takeoffs and landings or you know, traffic pattern, steep turns, like, you know, maneuvers and stuff. And that to me was sort of the remedy for like the balance, because ground is like, to be a sim instructor for sim pilots requires ground. Like, it requires, if I'm gonna actually be a sim instructor for sim pilots, you need to go over the ground. Like, you need to like kind of have that classroom element to it, because it's not all in the plane. You know, it is talking about airspace. It is talking about aerodynamics, and why in slow flight, why does this sight picture change, you know? I don't know about regulations. That's something I've been trying to experiment with, but I haven't really found a good way to talk about regulations. Obviously, there are certain relevant regulations, like if we're cross-countrying or something like that, fuel management or fuel reserves or VFR cruising altitudes or whatever, VFR weather minimums. But yeah, I think I'm gonna really spend time tomorrow designing it, and then designing my month. And I think for my IFR stuff, definitely run those modules for about safety and like human factors, decision making, and then the accidents toward the end of the month. I think for private pilot, let's, for like ground and sim, I know I want to do airspace. I want to do another VOR day. And I definitely want to do weather, probably. Maybe weather services, actually. Maybe we do like a standard weather briefing. Just be unique and do not feel you need to copy others. Have them come back and want to copy you. I like it, dude. I like it. I really, really appreciate it, man. And I hope to see you tomorrow, man. Actually, tomorrow is Monday, so I think it's just like a chill day of DCS and fighter pilot stuff. Some dog fighting, some landings and stuff. But IFR Tuesdays, I'll set my schedule, and it'll be good, dude. It'll be good. I think you're right on about the set schedule, too, so... have a good rest of the night, though, man. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll talk soon, dude.